Hello and welcome to Jan's Reviews and another story time with Jan. Keep watching. I think I'll do that again. Hello and welcome to another story time with Jan. Keep watching. Ville tales, you'll be pleased to know. That sounds as if it should come on at the end of a sentence, doesn't it? But never mind, that's how we're doing it. So, I've actually got my book here, but I thought rather than just show you my hat the whole time, I think I'm going to put it there, because if I put it there, it blocks out the light from there. If I put it there, it blocks out the light from there. So, let's get on with it, guys. Okay, Twitterville was stricken. The virus was rampant, targeting its victims indiscriminately. It didn't matter. It didn't bother it who it was attacking. The once bustling towns now resembled ghost towns, whilst their residents were forced to have their lives under their own roofs. Nobody could go out, guys. That's how it was. Few stores were open, and those that were had strict safety procedures put in place. This made it impossible. No, I've skipped a line. Masks or bandanas had to be worn at all times. See, I wear a bandana because I've got loads of them, but I do also wear masks. Anyway, I'm just putting that in. You know I do like to ad lib as we go along. Some things don't change, especially not in Jan's world. Anyway, where are we? Bandanas. This made it impossible for the shopkeepers to distinguish between good, decent Twitterites and trolls. Residents of the township Trollton continued their lives as normal, as if nothing was happening. They just kept doing their own thing. They scoffed at the noise of, "Will you shut up, phone?" That's my daughter sending me pictures. Not good timing, my darling. Really? Excuse me one moment. Hello? Yeah. I've got the pictures, love. You didn't have to phone me as well. I know. Well, I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. You've literally just sent them to me, haven't you, darling? Yeah? How's things? What have you done What do you mean, what have I done today? I can't do anything, love. I'm stuck in. We're all stuck in. Yeah, oh, sorry. I don't mean to be sounding exasperated. It's just that I am reading. I'm reading a book, love. Yeah, no, there's no... You sent me another one. No, there's no need to sort of hurry off, but I've got like thousands of people... Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. All right. I'll do a drive-by tomorrow. All right, then. Love you. Bye. Lost my spot now. Right, well, what were we talking about? We're talking about the masks, weren't we? And the fact that I like that. Yeah, okay. Residents of the township Trollton continued their lives as normal. They scoffed at the news of the severity of the virus, choosing to meet up with their friends, going on days out to the beach and all sorts of places, and refusing to wear masks. They just laughed at other people that wore masks, which is a bit stupid, really. They enjoyed the game of cat and mouse they played with Trollton law enforcement, because that's what they like to do, you see, these trolls. They just like to get in a bit of trouble, don't they? Anyway, due to job closures and business closures, can't read this. My writing's not improved either, guys. Money was fast becoming an issue. Whilst most capitalised on other skills they may have and creativity talents in order to boost their depleting bank balances, Trollton residents turned to somewhat dubious activities. Some travelled to a place called Smutty Towers to make use of the OnlyFans facilities. With their cameras strategically placed and mood lighting recreating a scene from a sordid porn movie, they would writhe, twerk, undulate their bodies in what they perceived to be sexy, seductive movements. Sex toys were readily available to be used as props as well, and came in many different sizes, shapes and colours. Who wouldn't want a big purple flaccid rubber winky between their lips? Who wrote this? Who wrote this garbage? Some even filled themselves in the bathtubs, slapping their bare behinds in an effort to simulate sauciness, when in actual fact and reality they resembled a wildebeest stuck in a water trough frantically trying to free itself. I kid you not, guys. I kid you not. I don't make things up. Why am I laughing? I wrote this. Why am I laughing? The rest of Twitterville laughed at their antics as these trolls sank deeper and deeper into depravity. Some of them even went... I added that bit on. That's not in the book. See, it's just got writing in there. Anyway, let's move on. Doxton Hills lay to the north of Trollton and shared the same calibre of residents. With its narrow streets, it was an ideal town for sneaky behaviour. Residents lurked in alleyways, out of sight of visitors and decent people. I've got to stop looking up because I keep losing my place in the page. Sorry, guys. Doxton Library was a popular spot, for it was there that the trolls could research, pry into and instigate attacks on their victims. They generally worked in teams, utilising the library's facilities to meet up and formulate action plans of attack. The library had rooms that could be used for such events. These rooms were called Discord rooms or grouping rooms. See what I did there? A regular Doxton Hills resident by the name of Jasper Cole would frequently book a room and sit as chairman at the head of the large conference table. He was diminutive in stature, with pure white skin, a shock of dyed black hair that gave him the appearance of an anorexic goth man-child, and a voice so irritatingly dull it bored the life out of anyone unfortunate enough to be within hearing distance. His droning tones could be heard throughout the library as he spoke about his hardships and the injustice of not being understood. He garnered sympathy constantly, whether in the confines of the Discord room or in the open spaces in Doxton Hills or Trollton, anywhere where his snivelling could be heard. But Jasper would forever be tarnished by a history of doxing and hateful targeting of others. He would forever be known for masterminding evil attempts at destroying families, formulating false accounts, emails and identities in order to bring someone down. A very shady character, it has to be said. He was not to be trusted. History has a habit of repeating itself, and in the case of Jasper Cole, it was evidently only a tap on the... I don't know why that word's there. I just don't. Anyway, and in the case of Jasper Cole, it was only a tap on the keyboard away. Didn't write that bit very well, did I? He had recently armed himself with a Rottweiler, who he named Bomb, after Jaeger Bomb. Bomb was once in Sheldon's pack, but had been found wandering around Doxton Hills recreation ground one afternoon by Jasper. Bomb was dishevelled, unkempt, and painfully neglected in appearance. Her once smooth, shiny black coat of fur was now speckled with patches of matted grey. I know how that feels. I know. It happens to those of a certain age. I digress. Jasper saw her from a distance with her nose in a huge pile of doggy doo-doo, while she was half hidden under a bush. He walked towards her slowly, carefully avoiding the numerous molehills that were between them. As he got closer, Bomb looked up, and Jasper could see the sadness in her eyes, despite the remnants of shite on her black snout, and the pungent smell that emanated from her. He couldn't help but feel sorry for her. He knew only too well what it was like to feel unwanted, unloved, cast off. And I've put that in the wrong order. Never mind, we'll get there in the end, guys. They were now within touching distance, so Jasper reached out his hand and Bomb deposited shite as she gently placed her snout into the palm of his hand. What? Oh. He was at this point... Oh, I think we'll start that bit again. I think what we have to remember is that when Bomb lifted her face up, she had a big pile of doggy doo-doo still on her nose. So they were now within touching distance, so Jasper reached out his hand and Bomb deposited a big smear of shite as she gently placed her snout into the palm of his hand. It was at this point that they realised they were destined to be together. Oh! Everybody say oh! Bomb followed Jasper home that day, and before long they were inseparable. There you go. Who knew? People never saw one without the other. Bomb never needed a lead. She obediently walked alongside Jasper, responding to his every command, barking ferociously, showing her jagged teeth in an intimidating manner, sinking them into limbs of people that her new owner had beef with, all given in a surreptitious way that was unseen by others. See, they had this sort of bond thing going on between man and bitch. Their reign was monumentally savage, but short-lived. Very short-lived. The library rules stated that dogs were not allowed, and despite Jasper insisting that Bomb was a care dog, his attempts at persuasion were futile. Bomb was then to be seen lurking outside the library, aggressively barking and lunging at anyone who tried to enter the building. Well, that's not very good, is it? You want to go off and get some like meals and bone, and you've got this bloody mad, ferocious Rottweiler at the front on the streets. Yeah, not good, guys, not good. Less and less people were visiting as it became well known within the community. It wasn't long before Jasper was once again looking for public sympathy. Because he was quite good at that as well, guys. He was. He used many tactics, such as continued self-victimisation, his questionable mental health issues, his troubled past, continuous vocalisation of self-pity, all synonymous behaviour of a psychopath. Not a psychopath, sociopath. I meant to say sociopath. Oh, people fell for it. Oh, yeah. They were blind to his manipulation and the continuum of psychopath. I've done it again, guys. I've said the wrong word again. I'm rubbish. Even when I'm reading it, I'm rubbish. You might as well just go and get this book yourself. Just go down the library. It's under Twitterville Tales. Just get it yourself, guys. Because I'm crap at reading it. Anyway, there's only a little bit left. Let's see how we get on, shall we? Let's try it again. Oh, people fell for it, all right. They were blind to his manipulation and continuum of sociopathic behaviours. Jasper was desperate for any form of appraisal and kinship and attention. He had mastered his skills many years ago. About 3 or 4 years ago. His evenings were spent with Bomb at his feet, ready and willing to lick any wounds he may have sustained throughout the day. Actually, I didn't put sustained, I put procured, but I wasn't sure if that went there. So anyway, you get my meaning. But he wasn't happy. He wanted more. He wanted more, guys. He wanted more attention, more adulation, and more pity. And, added on another bit, more victims. Will he get it? Will I ever be able to read these story times properly, guys? I don't know. What do you think? Put it down. Oh, put it down in the comments below. Jan, you're a crap reader. Anyway, that's the tale of that there. So, if you'd like another story time, which are normally based in Twitterville, because I think we can all relate to people. We can relate to being in that kind of place, can't we? Especially nowadays. We've got bugger all else to do. Anyway, I hope you're all keeping well, looking after yourself, looking after others. Just, getting on with it. We have to do it, guys. Nothing else we can do. Anyway, I'm glad I've done this for you. Hope you appreciate it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and a like, share and subscribe to Jan's Reviews. I will be getting back to reviews, but reviews is like, can be taken in so many different ways. Anyway, wishing you all well, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. It's a rotten old world, especially today.